Hello, my friends, and Happy New Year. Welcome back. Hope you all had a rested and joyous Happy New Year. Today we are reading Merry Christmas, Mr. Snowman. And it's written by Wolfram, Hanel, and illustrated by Judith, Rossell. So welcome to Storytime with Fade, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And today we're reading Merry Christmas, Mr. Snowman. It was Christmas Day, and the snow was falling in thick, wet flakes. Pip and Squeak were waiting for the time when they would light the tree and open their presents. Squeak hopped from one foot to the other. Pip could hardly keep still either. Suddenly, Pip had an idea. "Come on, Squeak," he cried. "Let's build a snowman." In no time at all, Pip and Squeak rolled a huge snowball. Then they made another for the snowman's belly and a third for the snowman's head. Squeak tied her scarf around the snowman's neck, and Pip fetched Grandpa's old hat from the garden shed. "Finished!" shouted Pip as he carefully stuck a carrot on the snowman's face for a nose. "Time to come in," Mommy Mouse called from the house. "We're almost ready to begin." "We are coming," Pip shouted, but Squeak grabbed his arm. "Wait," she cried. "We can't leave Mr. Snowman out here all alone. He'll be sad if he doesn't have anyone to celebrate Christmas with. He might catch cold too," said Pip. "I know what we can do." Pip ran to the garage to get the sled. Together, Pip and Squeak tipped Mr. Snowman onto it, but as they tipped, plop, Mr. Snowman's head fell off. "Oh dear," said Squeak. "Hang on, Mr. Snowman. We'll put you back together when we get inside." The sled was heavy, but they managed to drag it across the lawn and into the house. "Quick," whispered Pip, "before they see us." Pip and Squeak pushed and pulled Mr. Snowman into the living room and put him back together again behind the Christmas tree. "Perfect," said Squeak. "We can hardly see him, but he can see everything, and he won't catch cold," said Pip. Then he whispered, "Merry Christmas, Mr. Snowman." Pip and Squeak took the sled out to the yard. They were hardly back inside again when Mommy called, "Who wants to watch Daddy light the Christmas candles?" "We do," cried Pip and Squeak at the same time. Daddy brought the matches. "We have to be really careful," he said. Then he looked down at his slippers in surprise. "What's this?" he asked. The toes of his slippers were soaking wet. There was a large puddle under the Christmas tree. "There's someone behind the Christmas tree," said Mommy Mouse, "and is wearing Grandpa's hat." Of course, Mommy and Daddy Mouse quickly realized it wasn't Grandpa standing there in the warm room. The snowman had started to melt. "How on earth did a snowman get into our living room?" asked Daddy Mouse. "Maybe Santa Claus brought him," said Pip. "I think it's more likely that he came in from the yard," said Mommy. "Perhaps on a sled? And that's exactly where we're going to take him now," said Daddy. "A hot living room is no place for a snowman." Mommy dried the floor while Daddy helped Pip and Squeak take the snowman back outside. "Let's put him right in the front of the window," said Squeak, "so he can see us inside." Then they went back into the house to open their presents. Pip got the new skis he was hoping for. Squeak got a pair of skates, a drawing pad, and a box of crayons in every color she could imagine. Of course, Pip and Squeak had a present for Mommy and Daddy too. It was a wooden nutcracker that looked like a cat. Everyone was happy, but still, something wasn't quite right. Pip and Squeak kept looking out the window at lonely Mr. Snowman. It must be terrible for him to see all this, but not be able to join in, said Squeak. "There's an icicle hanging from his nose," said Pip. "I think he's been crying." Squeak felt like crying too. But we can't bring him back into the living room, said Daddy Mouse. A hot room is no place for a snowman. Suddenly, Pip laughed. Then we have to do it the other way around, he said. That's right, cried Squeak. If he can't come in, then we have to go out. So they all put on their coats and hats and boots and went outside. Mommy Mouse brought a lantern. Daddy Mouse brought a thermos and hot chocolate. Pip brought his new skis. Then they all gathered around Mr. Snowman and started to sing Christmas carols. What on earth is going on over there? Called Mrs. Tilly from her window. We're celebrating Christmas with our snowman, said Pip. You can come too. Mr. Snowman likes to have lots of people around. More and more neighbors kept arriving to join in the singing. Mr. Snowman looked so happy Pip and Squeak thought he might start dancing. He's having a really good time, said Pip, and the icicle has gone from his nose. He stopped crying. Squeak ran back into the living room for her sketch pad and her crayons. Then she started to draw. I'm going to hang this picture in my room, she said. Then in summer, when it's so hot outside that everyone is complaining, I'll look at Mr. Snowman and think about today. Merry Christmas, Mr. Snowman. The end. I hope you all enjoyed today's story, my friends. Until next time, see you again.